Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Group 5. The group is as follows. We have David, Aaron, myself, and Yuhan. We're going to talk about exactly who we are and why it matters. So let's jump into it. The industry that we had chosen was the healthcare, outpatient, and primary care services. Our organization is the Arizona Health Clinic, which is a fictional multi-site practice headquarters that's in Phoenix. What we're going to talk about is basically business challenges, opportunities, how to reduce no-show appointments, key demographics, how to improve the access when it comes to patient outcomes and revenue utilization. So let's get started. So a couple of key factors and measures that we talk about, right, is the total appointments, missed appointments, the rates. When we jump into the demographic, age group, race, and gender, we also want to talk about income brackets, marital status, and how all of that ties into one another. When we took a look at the generational play and how patients actually show up for their appointments, the main goal was to get a better handle on attendance patterns and see how we can boost them. So let's dive into the generational stuff first, right? Millennials are the biggest group that are making appointments. Around 39% of them are handling that. But they also have a high rate of no-shows. That does make sense, right? Only because a multitude of things, are happening. They're juggling careers, kids, a bunch of life things. On the flip side, we have boomers that really come through for their appointments, only because, 99% of them are retired or just have more time on their hands, or they work a job and it's, not full time. When we checked out the income and age group, surprisingly, income really wasn't a big effect into attendance. People from all sorts of income levels showed up similarly. But age was, bigger for us. You have the older folks who were way more likely to make their appointments than younger ones. This pretty much hints that, there's a reliability portion of it. Whether you make money, a lot of money or not, that didn't tie into it. When we broke it down by age, it was clear the people at the age of 60 and up showed up more, while those under 30 were more likely to go on and bail. It's not really about what you can afford, it's also the timing of it. Next, we took a look at the marital status. Married folks are the champs when it comes to showing up, and that's only because of the lack of accountability. You have spouses who are there for each other, who remind each other often, or they make family appointments where they book them so they don't have to miss them. And if one does miss, well, they are able to go in and regroup collectively and select the date and time that works best for them. Then you have the single patients that have the missed appointments. So with the single patients, they struggle. That's because they really don't have that extra support on staying on top of things. They have children, they have work, and sometimes they don't have that work-life balance. So what does this all mean, right? We often think of access, right? And the cost of, how to overachieve these big hurdles. The analysis really shows that the lifestyle and life situations, like being super busy, or like I mentioned, not having that support system, can really affect someone when it comes to making their appointment. If we can reduce missed appointments, it'll help clinics out. Essentially, their bottom line. So no-shows take up slots that could have been filled by others, which messes up revenue and access to care. Cutting down on those no-shows means things can run a bit more smoothly and we're able to help more people and keep finances in check rather than wasting resources. Looking ahead, if we want to get more people to show up, there should be a tweak on how communication is based. For an example, there could be a survey that can entail age, life stages, personal situations, simple things to help create a flexible schedule. Having text reminders, more personalized outreach could really help because not everybody is technologically savvy. Sometimes we can take into consideration where people don't have rides, creating ride shares, trusted contact reminders for those younger and single patients. Let's keep an eye out for our missed appointment KPIs and see if we notice any improvements. Thank you for listening.